Hello everyone and welcome in MBM class. Now, first of all, I want to tell about the chapter data handling in which you already learned many more things related with the words data, range, class interval, class size, class mark and so on. As well as I am going to tell you or revising you that representation of the data you are using three different ways. The first way was pictograph, as already you learnt in class 4th or 5th. After that you came to know about bar graph, in which you are going to make a rectangular bar for ungrouped data. You are representing all the frequencies. Next it was histogram, in which you learnt that by grouping method we are collecting some information, that is frequencies, and these frequencies we are going to represent in a graph paper in the bar shape also, but the condition is that in between any two consecutive bars there is no gap. Okay, and the important condition related with bar graph was the continuous and discontinuous interval also. You know very well how to convert continuous interval, how to convert from incontinuous to continuous. Okay, if it is continuous, then it is very easy to mark all these things. If it is discontinuous, then too we can convert into continuous and then we draw histogram. But the important condition is that in histogram there is no gap between bars, and in bar graph there should be gap between bars. But the new presentation of frequencies, or we can say data, in a circle graph is called pie chart. That is new for you. So today I am going to explain about pie chart only. So here first of all let me tell you what is pie chart. According to the definition, or it's very easy to understand, that pie chart is also called circle graph. That means the presentation of data in a circle is called pie chart or circle graph. But how we are going to make a circle graph? For that we should learn some rules. Then after that I will explain you with the help of that circle. I will tell you how to draw this one. Before that, all of you please read all these rules to construct a pie chart, in which we are going to find out, first of all, find the sum of the values of various component. Now instead of frequency for circle graph, whatever the values related with any particular topic or part, it will give that particular part. Now we are going to say as component. Then first find the sum of all the values of various component. Find central angle. What is central angle? I will tell you that also, because we are going to make a circle graph and all these presentation, all these datas we are going to present in circle graph. So not for just randomly you have to divide a circle into so many parts to show all these. There is some rule how to make these particular parts or sectors. I will teach you. So the central angle we have to find out. For that we have a formula. Central angle is equals to value, that means component, divided by sum of component into 360 degree. Why it is 360 degree? Because the central angle, or we can say complete angle, is 360 degree. So at the center of a circle the degree measure is 360. That's why we need to multiply by 360. Then draw a horizontal line as radius. After that, start with this radius. We are going to make many different radii to indicate particular components. After that, label the sector for identification. Okay, and at last each sector may be shaded differently. That means if you want to color it you can, if you want to shade you can. So all these 7 rules must be there in your mind before make any pie chart. So let me explain you with one example. So here one example, the question I have written here, the following is the data of sale of a chocolate bars of a school canteen during first 6 days of a week. Draw a pie chart of the given data. Once again I am reading. The following is the data of a sale of a chocolate bars of a school canteen during first 6 days of a week. Draw a pie chart of the given data. And the question along with the data it has given. The days, Monday to Saturday, it has clearly mentioned. Number of chocolates, 60, 70, 40, 80, 60, 90. On total, it is 400. As I already told you, find the sum of component. These individual terms, individual numbers are called component. Instead of frequency, I am going to use component word. Now, sum of all component, that means 400. If it is not given, you have to add all to get the answer, that means total. Okay. After that, central angle. We need to find out measure of central angle for each component. And there is one formula, as I already told about it. So I am writing here, the formula is central angle is equal to particular, whatever be the central angle. You are going to find out central angle for the first case. So you have to write value, that means this particular 60 divided by total. Total was 400 into 360 degree. What is value? Value for that individual component. So I am writing here for 60. Now see, we are going to write in this way, 60 upon 400 into 360. Whatever the answer will come, you have to write in degree. Similarly, 70 by 400 into 360 degree. Okay, right answer. After that, 40 by 400 into 360. Again, 80 by 400 into 360. 60 upon 400 into 360 degree. Last is 90 upon 400 into 360 degree. And you will get some values, that is only the central angle. And with the help of all these central angle, you are going to make a pie chart. So here you are going to cancel these two zeros you can cancel. Let me use different color. Cancel these two, and it is 4 9s, this is 4 10s. That means 9 by 10 in each case you are going to have a common number. So this also you can easily cancel. So I am going to write direct answer as 9 6 54 degree, this one. Here 9 7 is 63 degree. This is 9 4 is 36 degree. Here 9 8 is 72 degree. 9 6 is 54 degree. And here 9 9 is 81 degree. Got it? So in this way we are getting all the central angles. So after getting central angles, that means all these degrees, now you are going to use your protractor to make all these angles. For that, what we are going to do? One more important condition. When you add all these angles, check whether it is equals to 360 degree or not. If it is not 360 degree, it means some calculation is wrong. Okay, some calculation, again you have to check it to see whether it is 360 degree or not. Here addition of all these angles is equals to 360 degree. Once again I am repeating, for verify, add all these angles to check whether it is 360 or not. If it is not 360, once again just check your calculation. Okay. Now how to make a pie chart? For that we are going to make a circle of any radius. It's not compulsory to take with 4 cm or 5 cm. You have to take by any. Okay. So take any radius and draw a circle. Already I have made one circle of any radius. Mark this point as center. Draw a radius. That means a horizontal line. This horizontal line which shows that it is a radius. Mark this point as A. So with the help of this radius, now we are going to make central angle. The first central angle was 54 degree. So we are going to use protractor to make 54 degree. So keep protractor with the baseline of this radius and mark 54 degree. Here it is 54 degree. So you have to just make a circle, this one line, that means ray of 54 degree, and write this angle is equals to 54 degree. And 54 degree was the first degree for the Monday. On Monday, that means 54 degree central angle was there. Now I am going to mark this as B. Now with the help of same OB radius, that means the second radius, we are going to make another angle 63 because the second angle was 63. So you have to keep protector in this way, okay, and mark wherever you are getting 63. So 63 here it is. So I will make 63 degree and we have to join in this way to get the another part as 63 degree. This one is for Tuesday, okay. This one for Monday, this is for Tuesday, and if you want to color it you can, if you want to shade it you can. Now mark this as C. Now with the help of this third radii, that means third radius, we are going to make another as 36 because on Wednesday central angle was 36. So here it is 36, which is exactly 4 degree less than 40. So I am going to make central angle for next day, that means for Wednesday it is 36 degree. This was for Wednesday, okay. Now this point is suppose D. Next angle is 72 degree. So now with the help of OD, again taking this as radius, this as baseline, and mark 72 degree. 72 is here. So we are going to make angle by joining center point with this point. You will get one angle as 72 degree and it is for Thursday, okay. Thursday. Now mark it as point E. After that 54 degree. So 54 degree, once again with the help of OE as a baseline, and you are going to mark 54 degree. So this angle is 54 degree. When you join with center point O, you will get one more sector. Actually all these part is called sectors. So this is 54 degree. It is for Friday, okay. The last one is of Saturday and it was 81. So you have to check it whether it is 81 or not. You are not supposed to make it because already it is 81. So this angle you have to write, it is 81 degree. Now see, this is called pie chart. How to divide all the component with the help of central angles, we are going to make a pie chart. Once again I am repeating. First of all, we have to draw a circle with any radius. Already you know how to find out central angles. Make any one line as a radius. I already marked this point as first line OA as radius. With the help of this radius, we are going to make angle 54 degree with the help of protractor, not compass, okay. Now second radius, you are getting OB. With the help of this baseline, you will just make 63 angle, and in the same manner with the different radii and with the different component, you are going to make all the sectors. Sector means this each part of the circle is called sectors. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This particular circle is divided into 6 parts, not equally because the central angles are different. So this is called pie chart. And now if you want to shade, you can. If you want to color, you can. Whatever the thing is there, that means it's up to you. Nothing is compulsory. So this is called your pie chart. So with the help of this method, you will do all the question of your exercise. Thank you. Here one more example by which I am going to tell you how to make a pie chart. Pie chart you know very well how to make it, but the important thing in this example, here it has given draw pie chart under all the condition in which they have given all the items and expenditure in terms of percentage, that means in the form of percentage, and we are going to find out central angle. That is only the important thing to make a pie chart. So I am going to show how to find out the central angle with such type of number when the number is given in the form of percentage. So in this question, it has given items as cement, steel, bricks, timber, labor and miscellaneous. And the percentage of all these are 30, 10, 10, 15, 25 and 10. Now just add it and see whether it is 100% or not. So 100%, it should be 100, not less than, not more than. Okay. First of all, whenever you have any question in which you are having the percentage form, You make one column and write fractional part. What is fractional part? That means remove the percentage and write in the simplest fraction form. So for that, simple, you will write 30 upon 100. That is 3 by 10. Okay. Just to remove the percentage sign, 10 upon 100, that is 1 by 10. Similarly, second 10 upon 100, that also equal to 1 upon 10. And you know very well how it is, because I am cancelling only the 110 from numerator and denominator. Similarly, this is 15 upon 100. And here it is 5 3s are 5, 2s are 10. It is 3 by 20. Fractional form. Similarly, 25 upon 100, that is equals to 1 by 4. And at last, 10 upon 100 is equals to 1 upon 10. Got it? This is called fraction part. Fractional part. After taking fractional part, you are going to find out central angle. And it is very easy, simple. All these fractional part you are going to multiply with 360 degree. So what to do? You are going to find out 3 by 10. Already it has given 3 by 10. Simple multiply with 360. Got it? Now cancel these 0 and write 3 6 are 18, 3 3 are 9, 10. So the central angle is 108 degree. Similarly, 1 by 10 fractional part multiplied by 360 degree. Cancel these 0, you will get 36 degree. Similarly, one more, 1 by 10 into 360 degree, that also becomes 36 degree. Fourth one, 3 by 20 multiply with the 360 degree. So here it is 18 3s are 54 degree. Second last 1 by 4 into 360 degree, that is 90 degree. And the last one is 1 by 10 into 360, that is one more 36 degree. And now again, after getting all the central angles, you just check after adding whether it is equal to 360 degree or not. So when you add it, you will get 360 degree. Now you know about all these angles, how to mark in a circle. So for mentioning all these, you make one circle of any radius, draw one radius, draw one radius. With that radius, you are going to make first angle 108. Then whatever the next line you will get of 108 degree, with that radius, you are going to make another angles. Okay. जैसे जैसे आपको एक नया रेडियस मिलता जाएगा, उसको बेस लाइन सपोज करते हुए आपको सारे कंपोनेंट के सेंट्रल एंगल को मेंशन करना है. That is only the important thing. When you have any question in the form of percentage, make one column to get fractional part, make another column to get central angle, and in rough column you can find out your central angle, write it here. That also it can be possible, but you should know how to find out. Write the formula and then write. Okay. Just for verify whether all these, sum of all these equal to 360 or not. If it is 360, with all these central angle, you make one pie chart. So this one is only for percentage form. So you cannot say percentage form is different. Actually, this also same, only one column you need to make. So it is easy to calculate central angle. Now see, this is pie chart for the given data. Okay. So here you can color in this way or you can shade it. So this is the pie chart of the given solution, in which the different central angle we have: cement as 108 degree, steel 36 degree, bricks 36 degree, and this labor is timber is 54, labor 90, and remaining again miscellaneous as 36 degree. So in this manner you can shade or decorate your pie chart also.